That is a challenge. I have to admit, I have no clue where I am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Left and straight.
That is correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you.
After having crossed the entire length of the African continent in a 37-year-old BMW, we have a new challenge. It is called the Race to Mombasa, because in only a couple of weeks, a container ship will leave from Kenya towards Oman, and Theodor is supposed to be in one of those containers, in order to get to Oman, where the Middle East Challenge will be waiting for us. Join the wild ride on one more episode of E34 Expeditions. I'm somewhere in Johannesburg, in South Africa, and I get stopped by the police.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Left and straight.
That is correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you open the engine for me? I want to check something.
What do you want to check?
No, open.
It's opened. It is opened.
Yeah, go and open the engine.
Oh, and that's a classic. The police officer look for something small to ask the bribe for. But they don't find anything and turn out to be actually rather nice.
Have a nice day.
Sharp, drive safely.
Yeah guys, I'm in Johannesburg for already almost 2 weeks because my gearbox is getting changed a second time because it was a second-hand gearbox that the guys from Hutech put in, and they were not quite sure if it's good enough, so they told me please come back. We'll change it a second time because that is really good guys. And yeah, I just went bouldering here in the shopping center and the view is just amazing. I have to show it to you. Johannesburg is the largest city in South Africa with over 6 million inhabitants. And then there's still some other towns and cities around. So it's a very big place. And the traffic is absolutely crazy. After exactly 2 weeks in Johannesburg, Theodor and I are back on the road, heading straight towards Botswana. Johannesburg was an amazing time. I was so lucky to meet amazing people here. And I can tell you one thing, Johannesburg is much more than its reputation. If I tell my German friends I'm here, they think I'll get stabbed or shot or both. I didn't. I had a great time. I had good food, I had good laughs, I had good company, I had a perfect workshop. So yeah, thank you, Johannesburg. And now it's only 398 kilometers to the Botswanian border, and we're heading there right now. Let's go. Okay, this truck is going quick. I'm going 120, and he's going the same speed as I. He's in a hurry, huh? Well, I can go faster than you. Goodbye. Off to Botswana. Yeah, here we go, toll gate. And again, not exactly convenient because I think I'll have to step it up in order to pay, because there's no chance I can reach this thing. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Off we go. Yeah, there we go. This new gearbox feels so nice, my goodness. I think the play was reduced everywhere possible because it was prepared for a racing car, and now Theodor has it. So yeah, thank you so much guys from Untitled.
Next car on the left hand side. License, please. Where are you going?
Botswana.
Botswana.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo,
There we go.
German.
It's German, yes.
What time you leave Johannesburg?
Around noon today, I think 12 or so.
12.
Yeah, I drove non-stop. Yeah, it's not so
Reach
far.
Botswana already.
Yeah, we'll reach today,
You're
yeah.
going, come back.
No, I drive home to Germany now.
Germany.
Yeah. I came, do you see German license plate? I drove all the way. Yeah.
You don't fly.
No, I drive.
Uh-uh.
Yes.
It's impossible.
I promise you.
Many.
Yeah.
I can drive.
Well, you can, yes. It takes some time, but it works, yeah.
For how many months? A year.
Yeah, 7 months in Africa now, yeah, 7 months. Pars halt?
Stockport.
Yeah, Stockport, yeah,
You go
Stockport.
Stockport.
Yeah.
Or not Mountain Drift.
No,
But
Stockport.
that one, Stockport is a gravel road.
Yeah, not good, you think? And on the other side, is there a petrol station, you think? If I cross to Botswana, will I find petrol?
Yeah. When you cross the Botswana petrol station, you see.
Perfect, because my tank is getting empty, but it's cheaper in Botswana, so I don't want to get here.
Let me see.
It's okay. I still have a bit in my back, and it's not very precise. Take care, my friend. All the best. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Huh?
Germany, I must go with you next time. Oh, Germany, you driving on the left hand side.
Yeah, we do. Take care.
Okay.
He was a nice guy. Actually took over 4 minutes. It was quite a long talk. I'll shorten a bit on YouTube because I don't want to bore you guys. But you can notice here that the people don't speak that good English because I guess Afrikaans is the prevailing language. South Africa is divided a bit into the English Afrikaans part, and then there's still many local languages on top of that. Theodor and I are heading straight to Grobler's Bridge, which is a border crossing between South Africa and Botswana. And the landscapes are quite nice. It's farmland, bush, a mix of both. And yeah, it does look beautiful in the evening light. And I have to admit, after being 6 weeks in South Africa, I'm quite excited to change into Botswana. I love South Africa, it was a great time. I met amazing people here. But now it's time for new adventures in Botswana. And Botswana is another very, very special country. So I think this will get absolutely amazing once again. Last kilometers in South Africa, only 5 kilometers to go to the border post. I guess I will cross the border during sunset basically. And then, as usually, enter a new country at night. Yeah, it's not far anymore. The first truck's already standing in line. Luckily I can just drive past them. Because these guys, I guess they're waiting here for a long time. There was a sign saying fires are forbidden, so I guess they stay long enough that they get motivated to make a small campfire here while waiting for the border. Yeah, this line goes on forever. My goodness. It's nice though, evening light, quiet atmosphere. Let's see what the border will bring. I have to admit I didn't inform myself at all. But as far as I know, Botswana will give me a visa on arrival. All these countries on the southern tip of the African continent are really relaxed. Namibia, well, I have to pay there, but it's not too difficult. Angola, super relaxed. South Africa, super relaxed. And I think Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe theoretically as well, so that should be fine. Okay, it's not exactly beautiful here. I wouldn't want to camp here, to be honest. But right in front of us is the border. My goodness, you can see it already. It's really not far. So it's about time for me, once again, to turn off my camera in order not to get into trouble at the border. Maybe it happened already before, because the border officers don't really like it if somebody films them on the border strip. It's safety as well, huh? As we speak, we cross the border towards Botswana. It's a small bridge, one line only over a nice river. And so I'm not a big fan of the Kane situation in South Africa. They didn't want to give me an exit stamp and said I get it when I leave Botswana because it's one economic zone. I hope that will work. Yeah, no man's land. And Botswana is right ahead of us. As far as I know, we have to cross this thing because it's some solution that disinfects or so. It's not a lot of liquid in here. I'm not sure if that has any effect, to be honest. Okay, time to turn off the camera again because we're getting to border zone. Yeah, it's again a bit hectic, African style. Had to get my temperature checked, but nobody knew where. And then you get a small slip of paper with which you can get a stamp on the passport. Health check. Okay. A part of that, the process is very easy and quick. The visa is for free and it only took a couple of minutes. And we made it, walking back to Theodor, and it just looks so good. Almost got my onions confiscated. It's because apparently you're not allowed to bring onions. Well, vegetables, they're worried about some diseases, but since it were only 4, they were nice and let me pass. Oh, and finally a petrol station. That is very, very necessary because I'm running on fumes already for a while. Ah, but a good feeling. New country. Apparently it's still left-hand drive, I didn't even know. There we go, perfect. And here we go again, driving at night. Got some petrol, got a SIM card, but I didn't have any airtime, so I can't put any data, any money onto it. Oh well, that's life. Let's see. Some small digital detox is also not bad once in a while. Driving to a camping spot. Unfortunately, my navigator also doesn't really work, but it'll be about 40 minutes ride, I think, from here. Yeah, let's meet just to the camping spot. Driving some, pretty good piste here through the middle of nowhere. So far, I only saw one rabbit, no other wild animals, but Botswana is actually quite full of them. So, better be a bit careful when driving at night in order not to cause an accident with some fluffy cutie that might get hurt. Not to mention Theodors' health. Yeah, but it's only 2.8 kilometers to go and it's already 9 in the evening, so it's, I guess, high time to actually reach the spot for tonight. It's a place that's marked on iOverland as bush camp. Nothing fancy, but should be completely fine for a night. Yeah, that should be it. It's a bit sandy, but I think I can do that. There we go. Not too bad. And that should lead me straight to the designated camping spot. Okay, let's check this out. Moon is up. Wow, not much going on, huh? No fresh tracks anymore, that's good. Yeah, I guess I'll stay there where I'm standing right now. My experience is the first place is usually the best place. It doesn't help to make stuff unnecessarily complicated. Stars, I'm not sure you can see them on the camera. And Theodor looking like an alien here in the dark. Perfect. Somewhere in Botswana. And now it's time to do some cooking. Honestly, I have to get back to the overlanding rhythm. It's already 9 in the evening, way too late actually. But I'm hungry anyway, huh? So let's get some food. Okay, the stove is preheating and it's just absolutely silent here. I mean, I can hear the sound of my own blood in my ears basically because there's no noise, no wind, nothing. Now it's time to get some water. I rely for a while already on the jerry can from Lifesaver. Absolutely great solution here.
Really easy to use. Yeah, and while the pasta water is preparing, it's time to put up the tent. I have to admit, I think one reason why I drove so long tonight is because I wasn't motivated to put up camp, so I just preferred driving. But then, inevitably, sooner or later, you have to do it anyway, huh? So here I am, setting up camp. Overlanding is a full-time job, not a bad one, and I mean, if I'd complain about it, I'd be stupid because I chose it, but it's work. Okay, today it's a quick, simple dinner. Spaghetti, some tomato and onion in a can, but then because we're luxury, we've got some South African feta cheese that I smuggled into Botswana. Good morning, guys. A little bit sleepy. Woke up here, still waiting for the tent to dry a little bit. It was a very peaceful night. I sleep so well in this tent. Already prepared a small coffee with my small setup. It's waiting right here. And then we're ready for some amazing adventures because today will be an absolutely amazing, crazy day filled with highlights. Heading back out, definitely quite different than yesterday in the dark. And now we're heading to a rhino park. So if we're lucky, we'll still see some rhinos today, which is absolutely crazy. Spoiler, it'll include off-road, deep sand, and be challenging. So let's see if that'll work. Let's go. But the roads are pretty okay. I reduced the air pressure a bit this morning. In the front I have 1.8 bars, on the back up 2. So it's not super soft, but it's okay. Yeah, and it's completely empty here. There's nobody around, no settlement, nothing. Just endless bush. Interesting. I mean, in South Africa, the land is used as farmland everywhere. And I feel like in Botswana, it's much less developed in that sense, much more natural. And beautiful indeed. Yeah, and Theodors is handling absolutely great on this type of roads. Swallowing them like absolutely nothing, suspension working perfectly. A very comfortable ride indeed. Okay, so the road is getting smaller and smaller. Here and there are also some, well, not tricky bits, but more corrugated ones, let's put it this way. And a local guy just stopped me to tell me that it's very dangerous up ahead. So I'm not quite sure what he means. His English wasn't that good, but he made a friendly impression. So, well, let's see what this road brings. You can see it's completely washed out on the right-hand side, and that might become a problem sooner or later. Because, yeah, I mean, here it's still fine, but if it got washed out completely in the rainy season and didn't get repaired since then, Theodor and I might face some serious problem later on. I have to admit, in these moments you get a little bit tense because, you know, we're driving a small road at the opposite end of the world. There's no cellular reception, nothing. And it would be a very bad place to break down because, I mean, I'm driving all alone. There's not a second vehicle that could help me. And since I'm on this road, I didn't see a single other car, so it doesn't look like it's highly frequented here. If I get stuck onto a really tricky situation or if something breaks, that's not good. Okay guys, I'm getting slowly optimistic. It's only 4.5 kilometers to the place where I think we're meeting a larger road. Quite low tracks, I don't want to bottom out, have to be a bit careful here. Let's go in second gear, it should be fine, but yeah, this is already getting a bit tricky here. Because it's rather soft sometimes, you have to keep some speed, but then there are low tracks, so I don't want to risk bottoming out. I mean, I'm not driving a 4x4. Oops, bottomed out a bit, there we go. But luckily I have a steel sump guard, which really helps. Yeah, and here you can see, I guess, next to me where the sign is, there was a swamp and they built a small road around it that I'm driving right now. Let's have a small look outside. This is where I came from, and this used to be the road. Incredible, where does all this water come from? That is crazy, my God. Yeah, that used to be the road here. So I guess, I don't know, a lot of water must come somewhere from here. Well, good, there's a road going around that. And Theo and I are ready to continue here. Let's go. Oh, the first people I see for a while now, and we're only 600 meters from the junction, so I think we made it. That's good news indeed. Hey guys, what's up? Friendly people here. I look a bit surprised. Botswana gives you definitely quite a safe vibe compared to South Africa. Very peaceful, very empty. Guys, I have to say I'm relieved. That are the last meters on this track, and it even looks like we're getting some tarmac now. Perfect. For a moment I was a bit worried here, but it looks like we made it. And now we're heading to a rhino sanctuary. How cool is that? Let's go. Hello, how's it going?
Nice car.
Thank you, thank you. I drive in and I stop, or how does it work?
Just go and park there, then you bring your passports for registration in the side.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Theodor definitely brought some smiles on the people's faces. That's one of his superpowers, huh? Okay, not so successful. I'm not staying here because it's very soft sand, and they say even the 4x4 struggle, so not worth paying for a rather expensive camp if I won't see any rhinos. Oh well, that's life. Thanks guys, all the best. Okay, police checkpoint. But looks like nobody cares at all. Somewhere at the end of the world in Botswana. Like literally. No network, nothing. In case you wondered what a settlement looks like here, somewhere in Botswana, this is how.
Not a lot going on, to be honest. I mean, it's a bit more, I guess, like a small economic center with some shops and some stuff. Motor spares, repair shops. But I mean, we're really surrounded by the middle of nowhere. And now we're heading to a spot that is making me very, very, very excited. Because, I mean, one of the nicest comments I get quite often is that my series remind you guys of Top Gear specials. And I have to admit, I'm a huge fan of those Top Gear specials, and they definitely were one of the major inspirations for what I do and how I do it with good old Theo. And now we're driving to one of the most iconic spots of the Top Gear specials. And I have to say, saying this, I've got goosebumps. I mean, this will be special. But getting there is quite a challenge, so yeah, get ready for some amazing adventures.
On this show like to give us challenges.
Okay, this is the last settlement before the epic place we're driving to, and we are really far off from everything. Well, it's actually pretty challenging. It are deep tire tracks that I'm trying not to drive in because I don't want to bottom out, and the sand is quite soft. That'll be a challenge. I'll take you with me, of course. Yeah, you guys wanted to see more off-road? Here you go. Again, very soft sand. I have to concentrate here a bit and fight myself through. Trying to take you with me on the camera anyway. Yeah, it's also corrugated. That is a challenge. Hey. The road is worse than expected, I have to admit. But Theodors and I can do it. Pretty sure about that. Speed and power, as good old Jeremy Clarkson would say. And in the distance, the white stuff you can see, that are the salt pans. And I have no idea if we can actually make it there. Absolutely nobody around, just dead. It'll be a challenge for Theodors and I. But this good old guy can do it. Pretty sure about that. Okay, this qualifies as tricky because they're very, very deep tracks and I have to drive a bit like, I guess, on the ridge with one wheel. And then hopefully we can make it through without bottoming out or getting stuck. Also, we're driving on very soft dust and these things, I don't want to scratch Theodors either. That's very deep. That's not optimal, but here we go. That should be fine. These stupid bushes here. There we go, carefully. Even with the speed we make dust in the back. Crazy. I think we can do that, that's fine. It's quite a ridge, huh? My goodness. I don't like these branches. Yeah, we're driving over 40 kilometers like this. I think we made about 10 by now. This will take a while. It is a challenging ride. I mean, deep tracks, soft sand, here and there stones, sometimes extremely dusty. But it is beautiful. Oof, there we go. Definitely have to have some feeling for the vehicle here, especially with rear-wheel drive. And some limitations here and there. But luckily Theodors and I are a very good team. And yeah, even these challenging roads are fun. So let's go. I have no idea where I should go. I guess I'll take the bigger track. I didn't see a single vehicle yet. And also the guys in the village before said, yeah, it's not a lot happening currently. I mean, it's winter here, right? So, yeah. But it's dry season, which helps. I mean, in the mud, this would be impossible to cross. Especially for Theo and I. I have to admit, I'm quite impressed by the Myler HD components that I'm using. Because they still work. And I have them in the car since 2019. That's a proof. That's when I installed many Myler parts. We drove, to Central Asia, back to Europe, and across the African continent, and they still work. It's crazy. Like the control arms, the wishbones, it's really, really solid quality. I have a partnership with Myler now. They support me a little bit for a few months, but that's partnership, I try not to commercialize this channel, but I would always recommend you Myler HD anyway, no matter if it's paid or not, the promotion, because I just think it's good. I know it's good. I tested it under conditions for which these parts were not made for. They're made for normal roads. I drove crazy roads and it works, so yeah. Good for you guys at Myler HD or HD. And now there's an amazing view up front and it's sandy, so I have to be a bit careful here where I stop. I don't want to start driving again afterwards. Well guys, what a place to be alive. This gray stuff or white gray stuff on the ground is mainly salt. I just had a small look, it is completely salty. Good that it's dry, and I'm still a bit sorry for Theo, but luckily I got a bit of preventative maintenance of the underbody done in Cape Town. This is a crazy landscape we're driving through, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at it.
Oh, and this is not any place. We are currently crossing the remains of an ancient lake called Makgadikgadi. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, sorry about that. And it used to be an enormous inland lake, a salt lake, which started drying out approximately 10,000 years ago, leaving behind one of the largest salt flats worldwide.
I have to admit, I have no clue where I am. I think we're like 25 kilometers in this pists, and I was told this goes straight, but basically there's many turns and many small junctions. But I have the feeling that probably it's just different alternatives, and most routes go to the same place. So I'm always heading kind of in the direction I think might be right. And like this, Theodor and I are fighting ourselves through these rugged little paths, surrounded by this incredibly nice landscape, which is changing all the time. It's the last meters to the island we're heading to, and basically island which is surrounded by salt flats. And this is also the place where the Top Gear guys were staying. We'll go a bit more into this, but first let's have a look. Okay guys, what a special moment. We're reaching Kobu Island. And Kobu Island is a very special place because it was a legendary special from Top Gear in Botswana. Long time ago. It might actually be one of the first specials I ever had. And in the last episode of the Grand Tour, they met again on Kobu Island, and it was a very emotional moment. I think many viewers, maybe including myself, had some tears in their eyes when seeing this legendary trio parting ways for the last time at one of those baobab trees. We'll still search for tomorrow while exploring this island in the middle of the whole salt pan. First, let's have a small look around with Theo and see where we actually pitch camp. It's a camping ground. I had to pay money to be allowed to be here, but the reception even has a Starlink. It's about 2 kilometers away from the campground, which is good because I have to upload a YouTube video to keep you guys entertained. It's not so easy on the road, to be honest. And before uploading it, I also have to finish editing it.
In that sense, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in and being part of the adventure. Make sure to tune in next Friday for yet another episode of E34 Expeditions.